Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Nimra from MSc 3rd. Today my presentation topic is total orthonormal sets and sequence. Here is the outlines of my topic. The first one is definition of total orthonormal sets and sequence, and the second one is theorem totality. Here is the reference book, Kreyszig Introductory Functional Analysis with Applications. Here is the definition, total orthonormal sets. A total set or fundamental set in a normed space X is a subset. M is the subset of X whose span is dense in X. So a set is said to be a total in a normed set in a normed space X if its span is dense in X. It is a subset of X and its response is dense in X. So M is total in X if and only if this span of M is equal to X. So this conjugate span of M is equals to X. And so that's what they defined. So M is totally different, and this is obvious from the definition. Here's the note. A total orthonormal family in X is sometimes called an orthonormal basis for X. So the orthonormal sets and the basis of the orthonormal, this R square is equals to span of this is the orthonormal basis 1 0 0 1. Now this is R square is equal to the span of this basis, so we conjugate the span of basis, and this is must be equals to the R square and this R square, and now conjugate of this R square, that must be equal to the R square. So it means this one, this conjugate of R square is equals to R square, so it means that it is dense. Now this orthonormal basis is not exactly same as the basis in the sense of the algebra, unless X is finite items in X of f of X, finite dimension, work out to the normal basis, and basis work out and basis give the same concept. But if X is not finite dimensional, then this will be the different concept than the basis of the vector space. Okay, so here is the theorem totality. orthonormal set M in a Hilbert space X is total in H if and only if for all X belongs to H. It means, which is a contradiction, the Parseval relations holds. This is the Parseval relations. So this is equation number 1. Here's the proof. If M is not total, suppose M is not total, so then we will prove by the contradiction. Now if M is not total, by the previous theorem 3.6.2, recall on the Krizek book, then there exists a non-zero element. There exists this one non-zero element, that this X is the orthogonal to M in H, and since this element X is orthogonal to M in the Parseval relations, so we have this inner product is equals to 0 for all case, so that the left hand side of the Parseval relation is 0. The left hand side, this is equals to 0, but the right hand side does not equals to 0. This one is equals to 0, but this one does not equals to 0, and this one, the norm of the X square is does not equals to 0 because this X is non-zero vector. So this X is non-zero vector, so this shows that equation 1 does not hold. Parseval relations not hold in this. Hence, if equation 1 Parseval relations hold for all X belongs to H, then M must be total in H. And if equation 1 does not holds for all X belongs to H, then M cannot be total in H. Conversely, assume M to be total in H. Again, there is the one result which we have not done it, but we will prove, but we will do it here. So let us consider any element X belongs to H and its non-zero Fourier coefficient, and the Fourier coefficient an infinite trigonometric series of the form A naught plus A1 cos x plus so on, where A naught A1, where this A naught A1 are the Fourier coefficient arranged in a sequence in this way: inner product x comma E1, x comma E2, and so on, are written in some definite order if there are only finitely many of them. We now define y by y is equals to summation inner product of x comma ek into ek, noting that in case of an infinite series, convergence follows from theorem this 3.52. Recall on this theorem on Krizek book. In this case of an infinite series is convergence, so this series convergence because summation of inner product of x comma ek this series converge because this one is converged in H if and only if and only if summation x comma ek square if and only if this one is converge. Let us show that x minus y is orthogonal to M for every ej's in 2. We have, using the orthonormality, inner product of x minus y comma ej is equals to inner product of x comma ej minus summation inner product of x comma ek into inner product of ek comma ej is equals to, so we are using this by the definition of the Chronicles, is equals to inner product of x comma ej, this one minus inner product of x comma ej, so they will cancel out and is equals to 0. And for every v belongs to M is not contained in equation 2, so we have inner product of x comma v is equals to 0, so that inner product of x minus y comma v is equals to inner product of x comma v minus summation of inner product of x comma ek into inner product of ek comma v is equals to, this one is equals to 0 of 0, that will be cancelled out and is equals to 0. Hence x minus y is orthogonal to M hence that is x minus y belongs to M orthogonal since M is total in H. We have orthogonal of M is equals to 0. M is total in H, so we get this orthogonal of M is equals to 0 from this theorem 3.37. So x minus y is equals to 0. Now this implies that x is equals to y. Using equation 2, using this equation, again the orthonormality, we thus obtain Parseval relations from norm of x square is equals to inner product of summation x comma ek into ek into summation inner product of x comma em into em is equals to this result. Hence this complete the proof. The last result is this. So thank you.